Hello, good day everyone. Today we will try to solve another problem using mode 3-2. In our previous video, we solved clock problem using mode 3-2, and this time we will solve arithmetic progression using mode 3-2. Before we go to the calculator technique, what are the formulas we need to remember in solving arithmetic progression? First is the nth term formula. Nth term, which is an is equal to a1 plus n minus 1 times d, wherein an is the nth term, a1 is the first term, n is the number of term, and d is the difference between the second term and the first term. And another formula is the sum of all terms. Sum of all terms is s is equal to n all over 2 times a1 plus an. This is applicable if an or the last term is given, but if it is not, we will just substitute this one to this one, so it will become n all over 2 times a1 plus this one, a1 times plus n minus 1 times d. So to simplify, n all over 2 times 2 a1, this one, plus n minus 1 times d. So this will become the formula for the summation of the terms. So let's try the first example. Our first example is, how many terms of progression 3, 5, 7 should be there so that their sum will be 2, 6. So we are given the first term is equal to 3, and the second term is equal to 5, third term is equal to 7. Then another given is the sum is equal to 2, 6. The unknown is the nth term. How many terms of this will, if you add all these, you will get 2, 6. So an is equal to unknown. So we will use the summation formula because we are given the sum. So sum is 2, 6 is equal to n, we don't know the nth term, all over 2 times 2 a1 is 3, the first term, plus n, we don't know the n, minus 1 times d, we know the d, which is d is equal to second term minus third term is equal to 2, which is 2. Okay, let's simplify this one first. So 2, 6, 0, 0 is equal to n all over 2 times this one is 6, this one distribute this one, plus n times 2, which is 2n, plus negative 1 times 2, which is negative 2. Then furthermore, let's simplify. 2, 6 is equal to n all over 2 times 6 minus 2, which is 4, plus 2n. This one, we could simplify this one into 2 times 2 plus n. We just move outside the 2. So this one will cancel out this one and this one. So it will become the equal to n times this one, 2 plus n. Then distribute again this one. It will become 2600 times 2n plus n square. Let's get the root of this one. So it will become, let's rearrange this one, n square plus 2n. Then this one, since you transfer here, it will become negative. So negative 2600 is equal to 0. Then we need to get the roots of this one. How? Using calculator, go to mode 5 3. So we just input the subscript of these terms. So it's a 1 2 and negative 2 6. Then press equals. So x is equal to 1, or n is equal to 50, and the other n is equal to negative 52. We will not use this one because there is no negative in the progression. So the answer is 50. So this is how you solve the problem, this problem using calculator. So this is how you solve this problem using the formula base or the long method. So let's solve this problem using calculator technique. So mode 3.2 lang tayo. So we will use the mode 3.2. Mode 3.2. For the x, the number of terms, we will just input at least 2 for the number of terms. So first term and the second term. Then for the y, the corresponding number of the first term and the second term, or the corresponding number at the nth term. So for the first term, for this problem is 3, and the second term is 5. Then press AC. So sum, we are given the sum will become 26. How do we get the sum of it? So in calculator, we can get the sum by inputting this one. Let's input, press shift, this button, the log, shift log for the summation symbol. Then so we will input like this, summation of x y net, comma, from first term to comma, from first term to unknown. So this unknown question mark, try to use the choices. Since we know already that the answer is 50, we will just pretend that we don't know that the answer. So let's do. So mode 3.2, input the values. First term 1, second term, then the value of first term, which is 3, then value of second term, which is 5. Then press AC. So mode log for the summation symbol, then alpha x for the x, then y kernel is shift 1 5 5 y kernel for the comma, shift the x or the close parenthesis, then 1, then shift close parenthesis, then choices 60. Let's try 60 first. Choice A. If this one will equal to 26, it's the answer. This is not the answer. So 55, let's try 55. It's not the answer. Let's try 52. It's not yet the answer. So we all know that 50 will be the answer. 50. And it's the final answer. So the answer for this is 50. This is how we solve arithmetic progression using mode 3-2 or using calculator technique. So let's go to another example. Gravity causes a body to fall 16.1 feet in the first second, 48.3 in the second second, 80.5 in the third second, and the question is, how far did the body fall during the 10th second? So he is asking for the summation of the 10 terms. So we need to input to our calculator like this: summation of all x's y kernel from first term to 10th term, and this will become the answer. The choices are 248.7 feet, 308.1 feet, 241.5 feet, or 305.9 feet. Using calculator technique, let's go mode 3-2. First term is the first second, which first term, and second term, we just need the first term and second term. Then for the first second or first term, 16.1, and the second or the second term is 48.3. Then press AC. So we are finding 10th term. So 10 shift stat 5 5 and is 305.9. So the answer is D. So in 10 seconds, the body is in 305.9 feet already. It's easy. Okay, let's move to another question. If the first term of an arithmetic progression is 25 and the fourth term is 13, what is the third term? So we are finding the third term. So direct input to the calculator, mode 3-2. Since the given was the first term and the fourth term, we press it for the fourth term. Then since first term and fourth term are given, so the corresponding first term is 25, and the corresponding fourth term is 13, then press AC. Then press 3, shift 1 for start, 5, 5. Then press equals. 17 is the third term. So the answer is A. Okay. Next example. Find the 30th term of the arithmetic progression for 7, 10. In this, 4 is the first term, 7 is the second term, and 10 is the third term. So direct input lang sa calculator. In calculator mode, 3, 2. First term, second term, then corresponding first term is 4, 7. Press AC. Then we need to find the 30th term. So 30, shift 1, start 5, 5, 5. So the 30th term is 91. So letter D. Okay, let's find another example. Determine the sum of the progression if there are 7 arithmetic mean between 3 and 35. So in here, the first term is 3. Then there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then 35. So this one, the first term, and this one will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 term. Here, determine the sum of the progression. So we need to determine the summation of all x's corresponding with y carenet first term to 9th term from here to here. So direct input mode 3, 2. First term is and the 9th term. Then for first term it is 3 and the 9th term is 35. So summation, shift log alpha x, shift 155 for y carenet, shift close parentheses, then from the first term shift parentheses again to the 9th term, then parentheses. So the sum of all the terms will be 171. Okay, next example. You visit a Grand Canyon and drop a penny off the edge of a cliff. The distance the penny will fall is 16 feet for the first second, 48 feet in the next second, 80 feet in the third second, and so on in an arithmetic sequence. What is the total distance the object will fall after 6 seconds? So summation again. We need to sum all the distance after 6 seconds. So x, y carenet from 1 to 6. And let's see the answer. So mode 3, 2 again. The first and the second. In the first second there is 16 feet, and in the second is 48. Press AC. So we will input this one. So how to input? Shift log for the summation, alpha x for x, then shift 155 for y carenet, then shift close parenthesis 4 comma, then press 1 for the first term until 6 for the 6 seconds. So the answer is 576 feet deep. And let's go for the last example for arithmetic progression using calculator technique. What is 3 times the sum of 8th term and the 22nd term of an AP of an arithmetic progression if the first term is 2 and the fourth term is 19. So sum ng 3 times 8th term plus 22nd term. So let's solve. Move 3 tool again. Given is the first term and the fourth term. Which is the first term is 2 and the fourth term is 19. Press AC. So 3 times the sum of 8th term, 8 shift 155 plus 22nd shift stat 5 5, then press equal. 488. The answer is D. So this ends our video for solving arithmetic progression using calculator technique.